What up, everybody? It's A&R. Well, no, it's the Fresh and Fit. No, it's Abba. No, yeah, it's Straight No Chaser. That's what it is. What's up, y'all? It's Barry Bondz, Straight No Chaser. And look, man, I had to get on here. I normally do not do this. Let me fix my camera there. I normally do not get on here, and especially with a stream. But I had to get on here because I'm like, look, you guys, I'm scrolling down my timeline and I'm saying, okay, YouTube, give me some good content so I can watch, so I can, vibe with. And there's nothing on there but this whole Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit beef. And I'm like, yo, let me see what this is about. So I'm tuning in, I'm checking out, I'm seeing exactly what this whole thing's about from the beginning. And I'm going to give you a short recap, and then I'm going to get to my Straight No Chaser opinion about this bullshit. Okay? And so you can be a little bit more enlightened. Now, 3 months ago, Abba and Preach went on the Fresh and Fit podcast, which is Myron, Gaines, and Fresh, down in Miami, and they had a good conversation. They talked about, not paying any money for the booty. And it was like, okay, good chat, differing opinions, cool. So moving forward, 3 months later, Abba and Preach come out with this video talking about Fresh and Fit. And it came at a pretty bad time because right now they have this YouTuber that is hitting them with some serious allegation. Well, not serious, but some frivolous bullshit allegations about them doing, some acts or saying some things, whatever that, I guess they shouldn't have said or shouldn't have done. But being that they're men and she's a woman, and men and women, when they like each other, they are attracted to each other, they tend to do certain things. Yeah. But it was bad timing. It was bad timing because it made it look like it was an attack, a pile-on attack. And I mean, the timing couldn't have been any worse, and I guess that's on Abba and Preach, where they should have at least checked the temperature before putting this out. I mean, of course, these guys have a history of, going at certain topics and subjects, even people with, just debating and discussing their ideas. And hey, that's fair game. We discuss ideas, not people. So that's all good. But in this situation, it was a little crafty because, this whole thing came at a very bad time. And of course, Myron had a lot to say about it, a lot to say about it. So I'm scrolling through and I'm, getting all the information and I'm saying, okay, well, what's going on? What's the deal? Well, they had the show and pretty much I see O'Shea Duke Jackson about to get on there right now. Like, it's the whole timeline. Anton Daniels from AntonDaniels.com. He did his earlier, I mean, I'm scrolling. Look at this. I'm scrolling. That's all I'm seeing on here. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me get back to the story. So once, they give their opinion about it, Myron Gaines and Fresh, they bug out. They just like, what? Fuck you guys. This, that, the other. Called his wife a beluga whale. Said that he was an ape. Also, even I thought he was going to invite him to his private parts, but I guess that didn't happen. But, all of this over this video discussing and disputing. Look at that. Okay. Mr. Palmer's even talking about it as well. All right. Everybody is talking about this thing. But all of this heat, all of this smoke over this opinion that these guys had about Fresh's not paying or saying that he's not paying any money to get any bump. Look at this. TLA. A 15-hour live cast 15 hours. This guy, he has a marathon. Look at that. This guy's probably been going. This guy was going on when I left for work this morning. Seriously, it's crazy. All right. Everyone is talking about this. It's all on my timeline. But I'm going to give you guys my straight no chaser opinion about this. All right. Now, I want to say this first, is that here in this manosphere on YouTube, men have ego starting out. We all got ego. So your ego definitely can get in the way, especially when you're around other men. Now, when you're around other men and that ego starts to flare up, violence can happen, especially in this case. So he challenged Preach to a fight. Apparently Preach is, training MMA. And, Myron, of course, is, pretty fit guy. He works out and everything and teaches people how to work out. He's a trainer. So if these guys fought, I'm trying to figure out how bad it would be, because I'm not going to just pick the obvious and say, Preacher probably kill him because, he's a big dude. But, you can't underestimate the slim fit guys. Look at Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was slim fit and he will whoop somebody's ass straight up and down. But I'm going to say it like this, that these things have been plaguing the black manosphere for the longest. I think I did another video earlier about this where I was discussing the downfall. What will be the downfall of the black manosphere? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the downfall of the black manosphere is going to come to these type of events, these type of things, the silly, petty beefs, in between content creators, because it's soiling up and skewing the message. The message that we're trying to put out there is, male empowerment, as well as, speaking upon and upholding and respecting men's rights, especially right now where the world could give an F about us, and, sticking together, supporting, and staying on code, and these guys fighting back and forth, especially with Abba and Preach being, one of the most sought after, duos here on YouTube. These guys have 1.3 million subscribers. I mean, they reach a lot of people. Fresh and Fit, they're catered more to the younger audience. The guys that really want to get after these chicks and, start banging on these models and IG chicks. So these guys have influence. And like Anton Daniels was saying before, said, no one wins when millionaires start beefing with each other. He's right. Start beefing with each other. What happens? One, the normal work that should have been done, that was being done before this whole beef started right now, is put on pause. And now you start to adjust to, ad hominems and insults and tough talk and everything. You switch your whole message to cater to this beef, to this war. So now those that really need to hear it, now they're like, well, damn, these dudes know better than I am. I mean, I'm looking at these dudes trying to get my act together, trying to move in a more desired fashion. And these dudes are sitting up here beefing. And it's like, why? Why beef? Why should I listen to these guys now, seeing that, they're doing the same thing that we're doing out here? It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. It's counterproductive. And it basically, contradicts the message that, they're putting out. So, along with that, I would say that even the aftershock of this whole thing, of course, as soon as Myron, he's in there with a whole bunch of chicks and whatnot, and they're talking, and, I guess he's probably off the juice or whatever. So he's talking tough and big and everything. And what happened after that was just like, subscribers just came out of nowhere. Like, yeah, now you got to pick sides. Subscribers who would normally subscribe to both Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit, they now are like, oh, we got to choose sides. Which one can we do? And now we're going to look at the actions, and we're going to see who was petty and who wasn't. Now, look, both parties were wrong. Both parties were wrong but there's like degrees to their errors. I would say that Abba and Preach, definitely share some fault in this because they released that video at a bad time, at a really bad time, and it didn't make sense, especially seeing this other YouTuber going after them. And then Fresh and Fit, they just went off the deep end. It's like, my God, like why get that angry about something that is trivial? It's trivial. It's an opinion. They have the right to have a differing opinion than yours. They don't have to say, oh, you know what, these guys are right, this, that, the other. Okay, cool. You can tell that these guys, aren't living that type of lifestyle that Fresh and Fit, is aspiring to live. They're not going after chicks and doing all that stuff. One guy's married. I don't know what Abba is. I don't know if he's married or not, but these guys aren't on that type of time. So you got to fall back off that. Other than that, I just feel like this is right here is kind of like a very childish situation where they're making more of it on YouTube. And I'll tell you this because I'm in the media. I've been in the media for the past 12 years or so, and I know a good spin when I see one. And this is definitely a good spin because I'm watching all kind of response videos going on right now between Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit. Well, Fresh and Fit actually, dropped it. They actually came out with an apology. The apology wasn't shit though. I mean, it was just an apology to their fans. They didn't apologize to Abba and Preach. They just said, hey, you know what, we're above this. Sorry for the fans, because they started losing subscribers. And when they start losing subscribers, then they had to, check in with damage control and start trying to, pick up the pieces. They didn't want to, start subtracting, from their hard-earned 400,000 subscribers. So they had to, play a little damage control. So upon doing that, these response videos start coming out, and that's when I just saw it, and I said, "This is getting silly, man. This is like really like petty. It's silly. It's little girl shit." All right. And I started seeing the spin, and I said, look, I don't know if we're being punked here. I don't know if these guys prearranged this whole little beef just so that they could, engage in clout chasing and get more views. But that's what it seems. And I'm going to tell you why. One is that these guys are getting angry and pissed over like name calling, simple name calling. That's what it is. A simple name calling is, oh, well, you know what? Oh, yeah, man, you guys, fuck you guys. You guys don't believe me when I say that I can get booty or whatever without having to pay for it. Fuck you guys. This and that, the other. Okay, cool, fine. I get it. They don't agree with that premise, though, fam. And since they don't agree with it, cool. They have the right to have an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, even me. So getting about that one was just overboard. It was overboard. All right. It was childish. Two, the response from Preach. Now, I know that Charlamagne usually says you can't, dictate how someone is going to react to, your disrespect. But I'm like, come on, man. Preach look every bit of 40 plus. So I'm saying, like, to be honest, man, if it was me, I'd have been like, oh, okay, that's cool. My wife look like a beluga whale. All right, whatever. You don't know my wife. Whatever. All right, cool. Whatever. Childish little name calling. Whatever. It's cool. Whatever. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing off of that. I'm not going to start sitting up here on, I can't say national TV, but I'm going to say worldwide platform and start hemming and hawing about you calling my wife a beluga whale. My wife doesn't know you, fam. And you don't know her. You probably never seen her. So it's whatever. That's how I would have handled this situation. It would have never even got that far. It would have been like, all right, cool, bro. Say what you got to say, whatever. Say what you got to say. No, these guys are right now with all kind of videos talking about how Fresh went to go buy a gun. Oh, I was on there. He's eating it up. These are your leaders. These are the people that you look up to. These are your leaders. Come on, man. We see the spin, bros. We see the money grab, bros. And then everybody else is following suit right now as well. Even me. I'm on here right now live. So I guess I'm a part of it too. All right. I don't hold no punches. This is called straight no chaser for a reason. Because I keeps it all the way 1,000. And I don't hold any punches or hold my tongue when talking about this stuff. All right. Everybody's out for the money grab. I'm looking at all on here. I can go 2 or 3 different videos and then boom, we're right back to it. There's Anton Daniels right there, about to go in with the robe. The head is glistening. That's the dude, though. That's my cat. I rocks with Anton. All right. He went in on it. He talked about the money aspect of it. O'Shea Duke Jackson went on it, and he was pretty much, I guess, talking about how it happened, and he did, post blame on both, saying that it was bad timing on Abba and Preach, and that it was, a little overboard for Fit and Fresh, and what they were doing as far as going at it. But yeah, I'm definitely telling you that the spin is real. The spin is real. I'm waiting for Donovan Sharp to chime in, and maybe even Tommy Sotomayor to chime in, because I know that this right here is right up their alley, and everybody right here is oh my God, look at this. As soon as I refreshed it, you know what I'm saying? Right here. I don't even know who this is. LTTV. Yeah, he's going in right now on it. Apologize after losing 30,000 subs. Damn. Fit and Fresh lost 30,000 subs. That's crazy. But you know what's even crazier, though, is that we got grown men right now that's talking and acting like, oh, he called me a name. He called my wife a name. Oh, my God. He called my wife a name. He called me a name. He talked about my country. Come on, man. Man up. Put your big man draws on and stand firm, fam. Seriously, you're cowering. That's why I said the spin is on. The spin is in. Let me say that. The spin is in. That's exactly what this is. This is nothing but a money grab. I would be remiss if I didn't say that these guys just probably planned this whole thing and said, hey, y'all, Myron, I got a plan, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need to go ahead and, try to get y'all to 500,000. We trying to get to 2 million. Look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. All right. On 3. Yeah. It's in. The fix is all the way in. And I'm like looking at this like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? Are we grown men that make up the manosphere that's talking about leading women, talking about leading children? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Are we sitting up here falling down and hemming and hawing over female antics? High school female antics. Oh, he called my wife a beluga whale. Oh, he talked about this. Nah. Come on, man. We need to get it together. We really need to get it together. We really need to start manning up and quit being so sensitive and egotistical when it comes to other men, to your brother. Have a level of understanding. Have a level of understanding. Please. We have to have that. Because if we don't, then trust me, it's like who is going to be who is going to take us seriously? Ooh, I don't know who's going to take us seriously. This makes no sense. You guys have been on this for the past 5 days or so, 3 or 4 days or so. These guys got, Fresh and Fit. They got 400,000. Myron and them, Abba and French, and Preaching them, they got 1.3 million. So let's add that up. That's what, 1.5 million people? No, 1.7 million people that are paying attention, that are tuned in to this silliness and this name calling. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. And for real, for anybody to take, especially these women, especially the pink pillars, for them to even take us seriously on this, man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up and we have to lead by example and be men, okay? And not petty men that's going to sit here and, Nah, we got to lead. We got to let our word be bond. We have to respect each other. And we have to keep our minds on the goal at hand. And the goal at hand is to be able to impact each other in positive ways. Now, if we can't impact each other in positive ways and we get into it, then hey, have enough respect to say, you know what? I really don't rock with them. I respect them, but I don't rock with them. So I'm going to stay to the back. I'm going to limit my dealings with them and not, we don't really rock like that. They're not my cup of tea, and stay away. Not, oh, I'm going to keep on, stirring the pot, trying to say this and that. I'm going to keep on making these little frivolous videos, and these videos like Fresh going to a gun store or whatnot to buy a piece. Like, come on. That could be taken in many different ways. I mean, the man probably just wanted to buy a gun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is his, his right, his amendment right. But to make a video implying that he's scared or running scared because of his statements the other night, come on, man. It's reaching, and you shouldn't reach. All right? Shouldn't reach, because when you reach, if you haven't seen basketball and you see Allen Iverson, you're going to get crossed over. Okay? Crossed over. But this was my opinion about it. I feel like this whole thing, man, the manosphere needs to really get it together. Seriously, it's enough room for everybody to eat. It's enough room for everybody to have 1 million subscribers. Okay? There's somewhere around like 5 billion people on the earth. You know what I'm saying? If you make your message right, sturdy, like my man Anton Daniels said, lower your voice, strengthen your argument. If you do that, trust me, these millions will find you. These millions will relate to what you're saying. These millions will subscribe. That's what we got to do. Lower our voices, strengthen our argument, and quit fighting over this dumb stuff. Because as soon as just some words are being said, man, I swear, I don't know when this whole thing just started getting out of control. I mean, I guess it was when people started talking about Kevin Samuels. When Kevin Samuels came on the scene, it seems like people, just, I don't know, just like everybody just starts breaking out in fights because they start seeing Kevin start to break away from 400,000, 600,000, 700,000, 1 million subscribers. Now he's at 1.3 or something like that, million subscribers, and just him patting your message after what he is doing, because he's not beefing with anybody. He's staying focused on the message at hand because he knows that it's bigger than him. And that's what we got to do in this black manosphere, is stay focused on a message at hand because it is bigger than you. Okay? I want my son and my son's son to be able to benefit from the groundwork that's being made right now. I want them to be able to say, yeah, you know what, my father's time, they fought for men's rights, and hey, or talk to our women and say, hey, we need to have strong black families. This message cannot be convoluted. It cannot be, contradicted by all of this petty infighting. It makes no sense. And we need to just, it needs to stop. And it needs to stop now. So I'm going to leave it there. I just had to speak my piece on it because I can't get to any useful or really good content because I'm seeing all of this petty infighting and everyone's talking about it. So I said, hell, you know what? Monkey see, monkey do. Let me jump in too. And that's what I did, so I could give you my opinion about it. And I'm asking that you please like, share, and subscribe. I know that I'm not as, I guess you would say, schedule driven as I should be, but I am working on it. As you can see, I'm in New York, Brooklyn to be exact. As you can see, hold on, let me see if you can see that. Hold on. There you go. See that? Yeah. Down here in Brooklyn. All right. And yeah, man, we're just trying to put it together, piece by piece. I thank you for rocking with me and, tuning in. I'm pretty sure that I'm hoping that you guys like, share, and subscribe, at least. If you can just give me that. Even if you never come back to this channel again, just subscribe. It's just a click away. All right? But other than that, man, if the truth pisses you off, allow me to do the honors. Once again, my name is Barry Bondz. I'm your humble host. It's been a pleasure. And my motto, positive minds move forward. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Stay out some trouble, all right? Peace.